Now you talk about baby making music. Look at this. There we go. Kenny.
Hey. Good to see you.
Good to see you too, brother. Man to man, I love making love to my wife, to your music. Thank you so much.
Hey, blessings. Thank you.
Open it right on. Open it right on.
There it is. There it is. Transparency.
What an intro. You gonna tell the people well, how you doing, Ken?
I love it. Yes. Yes. This is real.
It's like,
real
it's
time.
Like walking in on your grandparents, like, oh, all right, okay.
I love it.
Kenny Lattimore, congratulations on your brand new album.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And hopefully, there's some. I believe there's some more songs on this album that you'll make love to. Yes. Yeah.
Well, let me be formal. How you doing, Mr. Kenny Lattimore? Welcome to the ride with Uncle Funky Larry Jones.
Thank you.
And Ali Siddiq. Hey man, I like me and my wife getting naked to your music. I'm doing everything. Bam. The man know, hey, how you doing? Congratulations on your marriage. Just, the album's the album's fantastic. Oh my God, who am I working with here?
I learned from the best.
I love it. I appreciate it. I am so happy to be here, and you're giving me good vibes and good things to laugh at, and just it just makes my day, man. I'm like, yes, good to be here.
Brother, I want to start by saying this. Brother, are you mixed with a little vampire? Because brother, you haven't aged. I'm trying to figure out what's going on, brother.
Thank you. It's the baseball cap, right?
Oh, brother. So the new tour. What can the people expect on the new tour?
Wow, you know what? I
love making music.
That's all it's gonna be about. Hey. I sing to the hearts of women and the minds of men to encourage you in love. So that includes love making. And that's what we're doing. We're bringing as many of the songs that you already love first. Even though I have a new album, I'm not one of those people that loves to go to a show when somebody's promoting a new album and all I hear is the new album. And I'm like, but I wanted to hear this, I want to hear that. So what I want to do in my next appearances is make sure that I'm giving the audience what you want to hear. So it's times when we break it down, I sing, if I have to sing it a cappella to you or whatever has to happen, we got the whole band coming, but if I have to break it down, sing it a cappella, whatever it takes to make sure we have that connection and celebration of this music.
Kenny, I'm glad to hear you say that, because there was an artist who made an appearance here in Houston, and he verbally said he did not want to sing the songs that made him famous.
Oh, wow.
And he did the first 30 minutes was just all new, unfamiliar music, and they booed that man off the stage.
Wow, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was sad that certain artists, like you said earlier, they have this.
I think sometimes we forget that it's the audience that really makes us who we are. It's the conversation that we've had through this music through the years, and you can't just roll in and be like, we're gonna talk about something totally different than what you know.
It just made me think back when I used to work as being an A&R, and people would come in when I'm at a concert and somebody's doing all their new cuts. It's like people being in the room. Hey man, I want you to listen to my artist, and everybody's jamming, but you don't know the song.
Right. Yep. That's exactly what it was like.
Hey man, can you sing the song that my uncle got naked with his wife? The new one I'm cool with, but I can't sing along because I don't know none of the words.
Right.
You just not dropping this on me. So, that's very pleasurable.
And we love singing along. So.
People, that's the thing. I don't, because I don't sound good. But I like listening to y'all do y'all thing, and I'm really happy with that. But some people, do you like? I never asked this question before. Do you
Mhm.
like the people who stand up? You perform and they right here, blocking everybody behind them. I'm doing, and then they do it. Now they take pictures. They take pictures with it.
Right,
And
right.
we right, me and Kenny together.
You know, those are the people I'll go ahead, I'll bend down to. I'll be like, let's have your moment. Because obviously you're gonna make sure that you have it. So let's get it out the way, and everybody else now they can have their moment, you know.
Yeah.
But no,
Kenny,
it feels good. Anytime anybody's excited to see you and they're really into it, it makes you feel exceptional. It really does.
Do you prefer brand new panties being thrown at you on stage, or the ones that freshly got pulled off somebody? We're in an era now where I don't know, this underwear thing is big again.
It's big.
I saw
It's
it
big.
happen with Teddy. I saw it happen with Johnny Taylor. I see it now. See, here we go again.
Give me the fresh pair and make my mind think about, you know, oh God, this is at least the right size.
Right. Have you ever wondered when women throw their panties at you? Did they bring some in their purse to throw? Did they just, you know, something? I'm tired. I can't do it.
You know what's crazy about that is I did a gospel play one time, and I was singing.
I'm done.
And I was singing for you to another woman, like I was supposed to be married to, and all of a sudden, boop, the panties right on the stage, and you're like, oh. And it's like you can't break character. It's like, oh man, you gotta sit there like, okay, I'm gonna finish the scene. I'm not gonna laugh. I'm not gonna fall out. But the audience is going crazy. Absolutely.
How you stay in character?
That's funny. You got to be like, okay, focused.
And I don't know how you let him bring you into that. I'm talking about you right on.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy, right?
You know, I'm in the church. They throwing panties on me.
At the gospel, I'm like, man, music will do that to you, I guess.
So your concert starts in Philly on the 22nd. Is that correct?
We're going to 22nd, and I get to bring my wife. So, and she's got an amazing book. It's called Sis Don't Settle: How to Stay Smart in Matters of the Heart. And she gets to talk about some of that, and then I go and do the full concert, and it's going to be pretty powerful because I'm thinking to myself, man, when do you ever see Judge Faith? No, a lot of people have never seen, and a lot of people have never seen us together before. This will be our first appearances together since we got married, so it's going to be cool to just see our folks and hang and talk about love and relationships and how to make it work.
He's woven in his concert with his wife.
So all the dates are like that.
There's 7 of them. If you go to KennyLattimore.com, there are 7 dates that are like that, 10 shows. And then I'll continue to do my shows and all of that. But we just have our moments together where we wanted to start out seeing everybody thanking you, oh my God, for the support all these years. Man, then after that, I'm going to continue because I think I'm in Houston with Stokely, I think November 27th. I'm in Houston. So that's going to be a whole different show. But I mean, I'm always giving you the same kind of thing. It's like what you want to hear, the hits, you know, it's going to be that same kind of feel. But I get to do the first 7 cities with my wife. That's
a dope concept, man.
Okay, well, since y'all brought me, I don't want to be the oddball out.
Okay.
So how is it going to, you know, how you going to deal with women throwing while your wife is there, like right over top of your wife's shoulder. After they just listened to her speak, and then they got.
I think she would get a kick out of that. She'd be like, "What in the world? Oh my God!" You know, I'm grateful for a wife that actually women respect Faith a lot. So they're like, "Oh, Judge Faith is my girl," and all that. So. I think we're going to see a more tame audience at those shows.
They're going to start with an apology now.
I'm sorry, I got to do it. That's funny.
Yeah, I gotta make this break, Lee. Y'all go ahead and
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. The book, Judge's book. We're going to talk about the book. Okay, let's revisit Wife's book.
Wife's book, Sis Don't Settle. Yes.
Sis Don't Settle.
Sis,
There's gonna be a lot of brothers mad. This is on the title alone. They say you can't judge a book by the cover, but you can definitely judge it by the author. Don't settle, brothers. Y'all might want to read it, brothers. You might want to go get it.
Yes, no, absolutely. It's a good read, and it's just really telling the woman how to work on themselves so they can be ready for the relationship, be smart, and then they can make better decisions. That's what it's really about. It's really awesome.
Is it hard? Like a lot of men, is it hard to deal with a level-headed woman who, like, well, you can't even argue like outrage. You got to argue within the confines of intelligence. So what do you think about it? Like,
so much easier because you're not arguing with crazy. Arguing with crazy is the worst. When you argue with logic and intelligence, it's like, oh, okay, we can have a conversation because it's not really like, there's respect. There's a approach that allows you to actually talk about something and resolve, as opposed to just be arguing just to be arguing.
To be arguing, just to be arguing. Hey, I want to argue like this. I want a board, and hey, this is what we're talking about.
How we get over here?
Don't stray from this.
Right.
This is the discussion.
That's the way we are. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly the way I am too. I am the same way. I don't
like skip. You can't bring anything from the past. You gotta stay here.
Right. That's right. Right in this space.
That's
how you resolve.
That's how you resolve, because the argument comes from all day to 5 minutes when we're talking about what we're actually talking about.
That's true. That is true.
So y'all go out and get the book. It's gonna understand and help your relationship. And then after your relationship is healed, here it comes. Here it
My new album, Here to Stay, is coming. Here to Stay.
Here's the music.
Here's the music. Put that music on. Yeah. Come together and bond.
and look, as soon as we talk about the music and bonding, and look who appears.
Thank you.
Yes,
Kenny,
sir.
Your new music includes a cut called Pressure.
Yes, sir.
Walk us through that, man.
Man, Pressure is really a sign that Faith is really my muse, and she's my pressure. So pressure is almost like the new word for saying you dope, and fly, incredible. That's really what pressure is about. So when it goes, ooh, girl, ooh, your pressure, ooh, pressure.
Bring me up to speed. How long you and Faith been doing what you've been doing, and why am I?
Wow, we will be married in almost 2 years coming up.
So
and
it was the pandemic part that I didn't hear about.
Yes, that's correct. That's correct. So because we got married right before the pandemic, and then the whole world just shut down after that. So we were very fortunate. I know some people didn't like who they were quarantined with, but no, I was very fortunate to be quarantined with Faith. She's brother, amazing.
And Lee, forgive me. How did this happen? Oh, you and Faith, old friends? You went to court one day and you saw her?
Mutual friends. We had a really great friend who actually resided in Houston for quite a while. His name is Aaron Lindsay. He's an incredible gospel producer. He did Marvin Sapp and Israel Houghton, tons of hits. And that's just on the gospel side. But he introduced us and said, you know what, I think that they would be good for each other. Sometimes people see music different ways. Like I think Layla Hathaway talks about when music plays, she can see colors. And for Aaron, he was like, I see sound waves. And he said, you and Faith are on the same sound wave when I talk to her. And maybe you should just meet each other. And we hooked up, we hooked up to do lunch and talk for hours and just developed a relationship from there that ended up in marriage and happiness.
Did she do a background check on you?
Probably. I think so.
Would you say this would be considered a blind date or just a fixed date?
More a fixed date, because I think that Aaron sent her the sexiest picture he could find of me. And he sent her, he sent me a picture of her that was gorgeous as everything, because she was also in the Miss America. She comes from the pageant world. So there were so many beautiful pictures of her. And he jokes about that. He's like, let me try to find the right picture so they can see each other in the right light. And,
and
but
that's
cool.
the thing. he older brother come from that era where I'd be going over my homegirl's house and she got a friend over. I'm like, I'm gonna bring my pie. He'd be like, what do he look like?
Right. That's like, everybody wants to know that. Everybody wants to
know. Kenny, like, where's Kenny? Dark skin, a light skin Kenny.
Dark skin, light skin.
Singing Kenny.
Right.
You know who?
That's real.
Kenny, like Kenny, make Kenny look nice. You know, I don't roll with nobody ugly now.
Because especially we as men, we had that whole visual thing down. We start there. We just do.
Yeah. What your girl look like? Don't play with me.
It matters.
Somebody look like Daddy Jack. Nah, that's Reba Jackson.
Now it may not keep us, because let me tell you, if she's ugly on the inside, it's gonna come out. And it's not gonna matter how fine she is. You're gonna be like, okay, she can go.
No matter what's in that box, it's still underwear and socks. That's all I'm I don't care what
I love it.
How beautiful that box is wrapped up. It's underwear and socks.
That's right.
Stuff like all hyped up.
That's right. We gravitate to the box, but then it's got to be about what's inside of it.
Do you wake up in the morning, man, before she gets up and look over and thank God for this beautiful gift that's inside you?
My Lord, yeah, my Lord. She gets up before I do usually. So when I'm in the bed and I open my eyes, I'm like, oh man, she's still here.
Know that. Yes, sir. Know that feeling. That's cool, man. That is so cool.
Yes, it's a great feeling though. I feel like I'm in just an awesome place in my life. And when you're in a good space, it allows you to, like when people think about the performances and, what I have to give right now is at a greater level.
And it's reflected in your writing, I'm sure. And
absolutely.
And where you're coming from.
In everything you do creatively.
Mm-hmm. How many songs are on the album are inspired or about your wife?
Every single one of them. From the very first song. The first song is like a steppers cut called Nothing on You. Yeah. And it really just talks about how, wow, she could have walked away. She could have been like, no, it's too much stuff going on. You're walking into another celebrity life. It's a lot of things, but heaven ain't got nothing on you. That's what I say to her. Girl, you went through all of that. You're incredible. Heaven ain't got nothing on you. And every single song, it goes to, I never knew love this particular way till I found you, till I saw you. You're my only girl. Every single lyric, really, she's the muse of on this album.
Good for you, man. It does us, not only those of us who present the music, but those of us who are fans of your music, to see you in such a good place. Because you're a good cat, man.
Thank you.
We've been riding with you for a long time.
Long time. I appreciate that, man. I really, really appreciate it.
Understand, I'm 48 years in the game. Coming up on my 32nd anniversary here in Houston. Wow. I'm celebrating my 68th birthday this weekend.
Wow, happy birthday, man.
Thank you, sir. You and I have been together from the beginning. Wow. And I appreciate you. I love the way you present your music. I love your harmonies. I love the way you take your time with your production, the class, the clarity. You've given us some timeless music, man. And I am personally happy that you're in a very nice place in your life right now, man.
Great. And that's the greatest compliment, man, because that's what I try to do. I try to create music that wouldn't be just a fly-by-night something. I've never tried to follow the trends or just, be what everybody else is doing. But what I have done is I've not gone back. I'm not a 90s throwback or what have you. I've always tried to remain contemporary. It puts me in a precarious situation because for touring and all of that, a lot of times I don't fit with everybody else. So I have to do my own shows. But in my shows, I try to do 3 and 4 different genres of music, but totally touch on the contemporary music of today. So I have young producers that get in the studio with me. Pressure nobody thought I was going to, like, wait, there's another single coming called Lose You.
Yes.
That it's not a typical, oh, yeah, this is Kenny Lattimore. My voice, yes, but not the song itself. But it allows me to bare my soul to a new audience that might have been 10 years old when For You came out, or Never Too Busy, but they're 35 or whatever, they're getting married, they're having kids. Every generation that comes up, I want to fall in love with this music all over again because of the authenticity of the lyric, because of the musicality and the production and the quality that went into it. So you giving me the timeless compliment is the greatest, and I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. I mean that.
But you're not supposed to fit with the rest. That's
That's
you're not supposed that the creator keep reminding you every time you try to let me go see. You're like, no. Stay in your lane. Stay right here and be perfect in your lane, like you've been for over decade, 2 decades now. So
I appreciate that. I appreciate
you for what you do, brother.
Thank you.
Kenny Lattimore, everybody.
Yes,
Title
sir.
brand album, sir.
Here to stay.
And your web addresses, social media,
you just go to KennyLattimore.com, and if you just happen to be in the area of our shows, or if you want to just fly in and do an amazing date night, you can go to KennyLattimore.com, and all of the dates are listed, all of the cities where we're going to start out. And then after that, you'll see me hopping around promoting Here to Stay after the concert and conversation. But if you can check out that concert and conversation, it's going to be really special. It's kind of a one in a lifetime, because, you know, we're not going to be touring. That's just not what we do. The concert and conversation, this is kind of a one-time only, bringing Judge Faith, as you know her, out and talking about this book. So it's going to be a really special time. But then after that, again, I'll see you, definitely Houston. I'll see you on the 27th November.
So you have Philly, DC, Chicago,
Nashville, Atlanta,
Nashville, Burbank, and New York.
Yep.
It's a nice little run.
Nice one.
All right, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
We appreciate you having me. Love you back.
Kenny Lattimore, everybody. Still making love to your music.
Thank
you. Thanks.